Ain't nobody going to go get no La Vida Loca nothing.
She got a boyfriend.
She got a boyfriend. She's got hard dick in her right now. She's screaming somebody else's name, and the last thing she's doing is thinking about your black ass.
It's pretty clear that prequels are becoming more common in movies. In just the last 5 years, we've seen around 40 to 60 prequels, like Black Widow, The King's Man, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, A Quiet Place Day 1, and even animated ones like Minions: The Rise of Gru and Transformers 1. So there's a chance we could get a prequel for Four Brothers 2. Let's talk about how that could play out, what the story might be, and remember, Four Brothers 2 is still in the works. Let's dive into everything we know about the franchise. As we said recently, Hollywood has been diving deep into the world of prequels, revisiting beloved stories to explore their origins. From blockbuster franchises to cult classics, filmmakers are eager to show audiences what happened before the events of their favorite films. Given this trend, it wouldn't be surprising if Four Brothers followed suit with a prequel. A prequel to Four Brothers could take a closer look at the Mercer family before Evelyn's tragic murder. It could explore how she came to adopt Bobby, Angel, Jeremiah, and Jack, showing their troubled pasts and how she turned their lives around. This would not only add depth to each character, but also highlight Evelyn's role as their guiding force, making her loss in the original film even more impactful. The story could begin with Evelyn Mercer working in the foster care system, coming across each of the brothers at different stages in their lives. We could see a young Bobby struggling with authority, Angel navigating life on the streets, Jeremiah trying to be the responsible one despite his circumstances, and Jack dealing with self-doubt and insecurity. The film could show the moments where Evelyn decided to take them in, creating emotional and heartfelt scenes that define their bond as a family. Of course, there would need to be a central conflict beyond just their personal struggles. Perhaps Evelyn finds herself caught in a dangerous situation. Maybe she stands up to corrupt officials or criminals exploiting the foster care system, putting herself and her newly adopted sons in danger. This could explain why the brothers were always ready to fight for her in Four Brothers, as she once fought for them. A prequel would also be an opportunity to expand on supporting characters from the original film, showing how they played a role in the Mercers' early years. We could see a younger Green, played by a fresh new actor, perhaps as a more idealistic cop before he became weary of the system. The film could even hint at the tensions that would later lead to the events of the original movie, subtly setting up the gang's vendetta against Evelyn. A prequel could explore the Mercer family's past, revealing more about their adoptive mother, Evelyn, and how she came to take in troubled boys. It would also provide an opportunity to delve into the backstories of the brothers before they became the close-knit group we saw in the original film. A compelling angle for the prequel could be the revelation that there were other brothers before Bobby, Angel, Jeremiah, and Jack, brothers who tragically died before the events of Four Brothers. The film could explore their stories, showing how they struggled to escape dangerous environments but ultimately fell victim to the violence of the streets. This would add emotional weight to Evelyn's mission to save kids from a doomed fate, reinforcing why she was so invested in protecting the brothers we know. Furthermore, the prequel could establish that the same gang responsible for Evelyn's murder in Four Brothers had been involved in the deaths of these earlier Mercer brothers. This would create a chilling sense of history repeating itself and deepen the vendetta the surviving brothers hold against the gang. By linking the tragedies of the past to the events of the original film, the prequel could offer new layers of depth to the story while maintaining the gritty, emotional core that made Four Brothers resonate with audiences. Furthermore, fans have been wanting Tom Holland in a Four Brothers prequel as one of the siblings who is killed by the same gang. And honestly, I think that's a solid choice. We've already seen Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland work together in Uncharted, and their chemistry was one of the highlights of that movie. Their dynamic felt natural, thanks to their off-screen friendship and teamwork, which made their banter and emotional moments even more believable. If a prequel happens, Holland's character could be the heart of the story, showing his bond with the brothers before his tragic death. This would not only add more weight to the original film, but also give us a fresh perspective on how deep their connection ran. The movie could explore how the gang targeted him, why he was killed, and how that loss shaped Bobby, Angel, and Jack into who they were in Four Brothers. With Wahlberg possibly reprising his role in flashbacks or narration, this could be a powerful and emotional prequel. And with Four Brothers 2 still happening, the franchise could expand in both directions, exploring the past while moving the story forward. Back in 2010, Paramount Pictures got people talking about a possible Four Brothers sequel. Mark Wahlberg was interested in the script, and with the original writers, David Elliott and Paul Lovett, on board, it seemed like things might actually happen. But for years, there were barely any updates, until April 18, 2020, when Tyrese Gibson, who played Angel Mercer, officially announced the sequel on Instagram. Of course, Tyrese has a history of hyping up projects that don't always pan out, so some fans were skeptical. But this time, it looks like the sequel, reportedly titled Five Brothers, is actually in development, with Four Brothers director Lorenzo Di Bonaventura working on it. The script is nearly done, and according to early reports, it's shaping up to be a strong continuation of the Mercer brothers' story. That being said, sequels always come with high expectations. Mark Wahlberg, expected to return as Bobby, has expressed interest in figuring out the story. While excitement is building, fans are curious about how Five Brothers will maintain the raw emotion, intense action, and family dynamics that made the original a cult favorite. Even though Four Brothers only holds a 52% on Rotten Tomatoes, it made a solid $93 million at the box office on a $30 million budget, proving its staying power. Over the years, the film has gained a loyal following, making a sequel feel like a real possibility despite the long gap. When Tyrese announced Five Brothers in 2020, fans went wild, eager to see how the story would continue. One of the biggest questions is what the fifth brother angle means. Will it introduce a long-lost sibling, a new ally, or something else entirely? The original movie was all about brotherhood, revenge, and loyalty, so the sequel needs to build on that while bringing something fresh to the table. With nostalgia running high and audiences still drawn to gritty, action-packed stories, Five Brothers could be exactly what fans have been waiting for. Now, it's just a matter of seeing if it actually happens. And that wraps up today's video. If you want to stay updated on all the latest movie news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. By doing so, you'll stay in the loop with all our future updates. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Remember, we're always open to your suggestions for future videos, so feel free to leave them in the comments below.